I thought I was broke, but I wasn't. I was bleeding money without even noticing. One morning, I checked my phone and saw a push alert. You spent $127 on rideshares this month. I blinked. That couldn't be right. I barely go out. But it was true. That little notification hit like a brick. It made me ask, where else is my money disappearing? I realized I wasn't broke. I was quietly falling into lifestyle inflation, spending without thinking on things that added zero real value. So I started paying attention. Not to the big stuff like rent or bills, but the small everyday things. The ones that quietly creep in, those sneaky spending habits that slowly chip away at your financial freedom. What happened next surprised me. I didn't feel deprived. I felt free. In this video, I'll share 7 unusual things I stopped buying and how those tiny changes saved me over $5,000 in 1 year. Let's dive into the 7 frugal living traps I stopped falling for, tiny habits that once drained my wallet but helped me save over $5,000 in a single year. A few years ago, I started tracking my money. I was fresh out of school, working my first job, and every dollar mattered. Back then, I used notebooks and free apps to follow every coffee, snack, and bill. But as time passed and I started earning more, I stopped watching the small stuff. I thought I could afford little treats and upgrades. That's when things slowly got out of hand. Today, people everywhere are feeling the same. Prices are rising and small habits are costing big money. So, I went back to basics. What I found was eye-opening. So I took a hard look at my everyday choices and started tracking the quiet money leaks I'd ignored for years. Here's where it all began. Number 1. Fancy coffee from apps. Every morning I used to tap an app and order a $5 coffee. It felt like a small treat. But one day, I added it up. $5 every weekday was $100 a month, or $1,200 a year. That's crazy for something I can make at home. Now I make coffee in a simple French press. I bought a good travel mug and bring it with me. I even started trying fun recipes like iced coffee with oat milk. It's faster, cheaper, and actually tastes better. The bonus? I feel proud every time I skip the app. That little change saved me over $1,000 without feeling like a sacrifice. It's not just a drink anymore. It's a daily win against mindless spending. Number 2. Beauty filters and editing apps. I once paid $10 a month for an app that smoothed my face in photos. I thought it made me look better online. But after a while, I didn't even recognize myself. Worse, I felt worse without it. That's when I stopped. I switched to natural light and free tools like Snapseed or Lightroom. I also focus more on skincare and sleep, real fixes, not fake ones. Not only did I save $120 a year, but I also felt better. It reminded me that confidence shouldn't cost anything. Number 3. Grocery delivery fees. I loved ordering groceries online until I looked closer. Every delivery had a fee. The prices were higher too. Plus, I added things I didn't really need. It was lazy spending. So, I went back to shopping in person. I make a list and stick to it. No surprises, no extra snacks, no fees. Now I spend 20 to 30% less every week, and I've completely downsized the way I shop to save money with intention, not impulse. It's a small habit, but it saved me about $800 last year. And honestly, walking through a grocery store feels more mindful and less rushed. Number 4. Paid calendar and planning apps. I used to pay for fancy to-do list apps with cute designs and extra features. I thought they'd help me stay organized. But I still forgot things and missed deadlines. So I stopped. I now use free tools like Google Calendar and Notion. They work just as well, and I save about $60 a year. I also started using a small paper notebook for quick lists. Turns out it wasn't the app that mattered, it was the habit. The switch helped me cut clutter, save money, and still stay on track. Number 5. Boutique workout classes. There was a time I paid $30 for one workout class. Pilates, spin, yoga, you name it. I felt good for an hour, but my wallet felt worse. Some months, I spent over $200 and only went a few times. I stopped and tried YouTube workouts at home. I found free fitness channels, downloaded a few routines, and made it a habit. Now I work out in my living room or at the park. I saved over $1,500 this year. And guess what? I feel stronger, not poorer. Number 6. Fashion rental subscriptions. I once paid for a service that let me rent new clothes every month. It was fun, but expensive. I paid around $80 monthly, and half the time, the clothes didn't fit well or didn't feel me. Now I buy less, but better. I build a simple wardrobe that I love. I also started swapping outfits with friends and checking local thrift stores. That small change saved me nearly $1,000 in 1 year, and my closet feels less stressful, too. Number 7. Extra phone storage and cloud services. I used to pay for extra iCloud, Google Photos, and backup apps, just in case. The costs were small, $1.99 here, $5.99 there. But together, they added up to over $120 a year. Then I realized I didn't even look at half the things I stored.
So I cleaned up my phone.
Deleted old screenshots, cleared videos, and backed up essentials to a free external drive. Now I use the free storage plans, and I've never missed the extras. This small switch freed up space on my phone and in my budget. Number 8. Learning subscriptions I never used. I love learning, so I subscribed to a few online course platforms. But after the first week, I barely logged in. Life got busy and I forgot. I realized I was paying for the idea of learning, not the action. So I canceled all of them and found free options like YouTube tutorials, public library courses, and free classes from top universities. Now I learn at my pace and for free. This saved me around $300 last year, and I'm still growing every day. Turns out, I wasn't buying education. I was buying guilt. And once I let that go, the learning came back for free. When I added everything up, I was shocked. These tiny lifestyle inflation choices had stolen over $5,000 from me, and cutting them unlocked a kind of stealth wealth I didn't expect. Just by stopping 7 small habits, I saved $5,000 without sacrificing anything that actually mattered. That's money I used to spend without thinking, on small habits that didn't really add value to my life. So, what did I do with that extra cash? Reveal total savings plus what I did instead. I started an emergency fund. I used part of it to pay off a credit card. I also signed up for a co-working space where I actually feel more focused and creative. And I treated myself to a quiet weekend trip in nature, something I wouldn't have done before because I always felt too broke. The best part? I didn't feel like I was missing out. I felt smarter, calmer, and more in control. Instead of buying more stuff, I bought peace of mind. And that, to me, is worth more than anything I used to spend money on. Many people today are cutting back, not just because prices are rising, but because spending feels out of control. Dr. Sarah Johns, a behavioral money expert, says, "We often spend without thinking because it's easy. But small, automatic costs add up fast." In 2024, studies showed that most people had at least 5 subscriptions they forgot about. At the same time, more people are choosing to spend with purpose, only on things that bring real value. This isn't about being cheap. It's about being smart. Cutting these frugal living traps helped me escape the lifestyle inflation loop and start building the simple, steady path towards stealth wealth. Now it's your turn. Take just 5 minutes today, yes, only 5, and open your bank or credit card statement. Scroll through the last month. Look closely. You might be surprised by what you find. Are you still paying for an app you downloaded last year and forgot about? Did you get charged 3 different delivery fees last week? Maybe there's a fitness membership or video platform you haven't used in months. Here's the challenge. Pick just 3 things to stop paying for this month. Not forever. Just 1 month. Cancel or pause them, then write down how much you save. Track it. Watch it grow. This isn't about being cheap. It's about being in control. About choosing what matters to you and saying no to the rest. I've made a simple, free spreadsheet to help you do it. Grab it. Insert link. If you're doing the challenge, comment below. Share your progress, wins, or even struggles. I'll be right there with you. Because now, when I check my phone, I don't see random charges. I see peace. I see goals being met. And I want that for you too. These small choices, they can build the life you've been dreaming of, starting today. Want to learn how real people are building quiet wealth and achieving financial success? Then watch this video next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.